Okay, so this is Wisconsin, and they say our normal last frost usually isn't until about the end of May. Now we've had some really nice weather, so I'm gonna experiment. We put a few tomato plants out. And I would call this a hoop house, but it's square. So we put a cover on it. Keeps the humidity up. Tomorrow night's gonna be our real test. A low of 32. So if these guys survive, I'm putting the rest out. So we'll see. First time gardeners here. You know, we've never had a garden. And everyone keeps telling me, you're gonna regret it, but I've seen and heard stories of people putting sheets over their plants in 28-degree weather and they do just fine, so thinking why wouldn't this work? But like I said, I guess we'll find out tomorrow for sure. Or not tomorrow, Saturday morning. I'll be at work, so Izzy will have to text me the results. But they are a pretty bunch of tomatoes. It was really windy yesterday. I didn't think they'd make it through the wind. So, pretty pleased so far. We do need to get some sticks in there to help stake them upright. I'll probably wait till Saturday morning to see if they survive before I do that. So, keeping my fingers crossed. This was today's 5-minute project. I want to start composting. And as I said before, the weather's getting nice. So I figured this would be as good a time as any to start a pile. So we had a lot of leftover scrap stuff from ripping out the old deck. So that's what those side panels are from. And this pallet was already here. And then holding the pallet upright is just a couple of railing pieces that were too crooked to use on the deck. So I just hammered them into the ground. And took just a couple little nails, you can see here and here on each side. And the leftover soil from what we couldn't shovel up from last year's containers. And then we've got that compressed bale of straw. It's just too heavy to move over here. I gotta get the dolly to do it. There's some mold and stuff on it, so it's not going to be any good for bedding or nest box material for the rabbits. So I decided that could be our carbon layer. We don't have a lot of deciduous trees on the property. As you can see, lots and lots of pine trees. So I'm sure pine needles would also be good. So maybe we'll do that too, but until then, we're going to use the straw. Yeah, it only took 5 minutes. Not bad. Okay. This was my other project for today. So here, it's just a PVC elbow. 10-foot length of 1/2-inch PVC. And I drilled 2 holes on each side every 4 inches. Because we are doing the square foot gardening method, I thought a watering can is kind of out of the question, especially when those tomatoes get bushy. So I will slide this in down between down between 2 sets of plants and stick the hose in this end. The end of the hose fits perfect in here. So that allows the pressure to build up. And then you can see At the very end, there's a cap. And this way, we can water all the plants nicely without any backsplash or issues like that. And now, hopefully they'll all be equally watered. I guess we'll have to wait and see till we get everything into the bed.